Hey Scrappy friends, welcome back. I promise I'll be back with my proper introductions soon. But for now, I am using How to Kill a Kit with Style February kit again. And these are photos of shortly after Mr. Ding and I arrived in Cornwall. We're at Clowance Estates, which is Praise and Beeble, just outside of Camborne. It's actually my sister and I and brother-in-law and the girls used to live in Praise, and this was just down the road. My sister and her husband and our friends had rented a lodge there for the weekend, and then we arrived on Saturday morning and we were somewhere else for the rest of the week. But yeah, so when Mark and I got there, we have gone for a walk. Well, I've gone for a walk with my sister and our friend Nikki, and we've gone around the loop around the lake at the bottom of the estate, which is where we used to take the kids for walks when they were little. So it was really nice, and it was a lovely walk. And then we walked up to the main house, which is where the spa and the gym and pool are, and upstairs a bar and restaurant. And I used to work in this bar, so it was really lovely to see how light and bright and open it was. Now they've renovated it, and it's a lot nicer space than it was when I used to work there. So we had a glass of wine after our walk in the bar. And then Christine and I went back to the lodge, and Nikki's husband Chris had actually um, he started to walk with us, disappeared with his new camera, and then found us in the bar. So they just had another glass whilst there. And my sister went back to the van, to their lodge. So yeah, just a couple of photos of me. So I've pulled out there the February embellishment kit from Hey Little Magpie. Um, I've subscribed to this kit starting February. I didn't have many winter photos, so I didn't do the January kit. But yeah, started with the February one. Love this Smile wood veneer title, which is a JD 3D print, and I thought, yeah, gotta use that. And then these glassine envelopes. I mean, do we all remember we used to use these loads in scrapbooking? Some of the embellishments in the kit came in these little glassine envelopes, and I was like, oh, I'm going to use them. So I used them behind the photos and tucked into the strips as a little pocket for hidden journaling. And I don't usually do hidden journaling. I just really liked the look of this as an element on the page. I might not even do my journaling on these tags. I might add my journaling on the page otherwise. But I just really, really loved the look of this, and love how it turned out. So I've just cut some strips there. It's 2 inch by 4 inch. 3 tags that I've cut, so I've got one for another project, and then I'm pulling out these LE Studio pattern background stamps and stamping along the tops so it stands out from the white background paper. I'm just using my foam there that I use, my funky foam that I use for matting photos, but not matting, dimension behind my photos. I'm just using it as a stamp pad because I'm on a flimsy fold-up table here, and just a bit of a cut apart piece of paper from this kit that I put together that I probably won't use. I've used the B side of it, but I probably won't use this side of it. So I stamp two of the tags, and then I get my crocodile and punch the holes. I'm now using my stapler, so you can use tiny attacher for this, to attach the tassels. I kind of place it wrong a couple of times, so I do struggle. What I've got is I'm doing it so that the staple is actually through the hole, and then is through the loop, so it catches the loop and it's hold on with the staple, and then the other side of the staple is straight through to the card. I'm really sorry, I didn't realise I'd gone off camera doing that, so I'm sorry it's not very helpful. But yeah, really happy with how these turned out. It's probably my favourite bit of this layout. The reason I've gone with this kind of layout design, where I've got the two shelves, one off to the left, one off to the right, is because these are two photos from the same walk with my sister and Nikki. but they're two very different photos. So I wanted to differentiate between them a little bit, have them on the same page. So I didn't want to do two layouts, one of the walk, one of the trip to the bar for a glass of wine. I wanted it on one layout because it is, that we've just arrived and out with my sister and Nikki. So yeah, I wanted them on one layout. So I thought this kind of design where I'm doing the two shelves, offset shelves, really kind of lends to the fact that these are two different um, parts of the day, or parts of the um, afternoon, and but they are, connected in some way. So that's why I went for this kind of design. You see I had them going off the opposite ways to begin with, and then I swapped it over because of the way we're looking, direction we are looking on the photo, on the top photo, direction I'm looking on the bottom photo. It really lends itself well to being in um, this position on the page. So I'm looking into the center of the center of the page. I was just using the table there to help line up these pieces because couldn't find my T-square paper, T-square ruler. So I was butting the card up to the edge, one edge of the paper, one edge of my table, and then using the other side of the table to line the paper up because it's metal, so it's a bit of a lip. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's close enough to not care. Okay, so I've got my funky foam there on the back of the photos. Decided I actually want a little bit more on that. The reason I hadn't covered it completely is because I didn't want to end up accidentally stopping the tag from moving. So I thought I would do it this way where I'm not covering the whole of the back, and then add a little bit more as and when, if it was needed, when I've worked out where they were in comparison to where the tag comes out of the pockets. I think as well with the bend on the pockets from where they've been fastened, that doesn't really show, so, or it's not obvious when you look at the final layout. I was thinking about putting the smile on that tag, and I was like, oh, it's the white against the white. And maybe need another tag underneath as another layer, so let's not do that. And I'm just playing with some embellishments here. So February kit with sticker and chipboards to focus on oldest stash. I have there some as a chipboard camera. I'm just playing about with some um, arrows, so I use that big multicolour arrow, and then I've got these little dots out in the hearts. Love these little crosses, there's little embellishments, so add them on, and I just kind of pop like some hearts and those circles around as confetti. But before that, I am just going to add a couple of word stickers. Wouldn't be one of my layouts without word stickers, would it? Um, and I just have a play with the placement of that. The funky foam's coming back out again to give the dimension to support one end of these. And yeah, really happy with how that's worked out. And the funky foam is kind of more or less kind of the same thickness as the chipboard. So I do add that onto the smile as well. It's double layered on the smile at the bottom because it's coming off the photo, and make it the same height as being on top of the camera. So I'm just going to get everything stuck down before I add anything else to this. Just my usual wet glue. This is just wet glue I've had for years. I think I talked about where it was a few videos ago. It's actually bookbinding glue from Princess Pinflair that I've had for a very, very long time for some construction projects that I never did. I think like something like Nouveau Deluxe or something like that would work just as well. Or Tombow. I've used Tombow in the past multi-purpose. So just having a look through the stickers for more kind of scattery embellishments. I do add, you can see I've added a label there to put the date on, and just having a quick look in that embellishment pack just to make sure there's nothing else from there I want to add. So going to add a couple of these circles. I think I'll pop them in 3 points. When I first popped that third one down there, I'm really not really that happy with that placement. And then when I add the rest of the confetti pieces around, I am much happier. So I'm going to add some of these gold hearts in, and then I think I get some of the LE Studio puffy hearts out as well. Just whilst I'm doing that, if you are not already a subscriber, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you enjoy the video, please give it a like, and let me know in the comments what you've enjoyed. And if you're not sure what to say, just pop an emoji for sake of engagement. maybe a glass of wine emoji, seeing as I'm out with my sister and Nikki for a drink. Well, out for a walk, we end up having a drink. There is a playlist for how to kill a kit with style in the description box below, and there are some stills coming up for you. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a great day. Bye bye.